Hello my dear viewers and welcome to a new video here from Estonia. Today I want to show you a very special place here deep in the forest. So now the forest is completely different than it was in winter time or early spring, because then you were able to see through the forest, but now it's like a thick green jungle, and I have to be a little bit cautious because of bears and maybe wild boar. And now it's like a fairy tale. It was before, but now it's much more. This is really beautiful. And if I would haven't been here before, I would not go into this forest. But I know direction, and I know where to go, and I know already that it's not too swampy. That it's okay. It's safe, more or less. And you can see here all those water ponds. Maybe these are holes from grenades or bombs, because they are very round, like a circle, and they are full of water, and many animals live there inside. So we have here a lot of stinging nettle and Medesüß, we say in German. This is a sweet smelling. It smells very sweet and like almonds, this plant. It's also a medical plant. Oh, it smells very good. Okay, now I will concentrate to nature a bit. I'll remove my cap because now I can hear a little bit better and I see more. That is very important. So I will walk a bit, then I stop, I listen, and then I go on with walking. You still can see my footprints when I was here the last time. And then I cross this swampy creek over here. Now the swamp starts. Here are moose tracks. Okay, now I reached our destination over here, because this is very beautiful with the water and the trees over here. And I never hiked in that direction, so maybe one day together with someone else I would do it, but alone it's a bit dangerous, I think. Okay, I think they have their nest over here, so I will leave. What we have here is the so-called Waldengelwurz. That would be like forest angel root or something like that. And this plant is a medical plant. It tastes very healthy, I can say. So you know, everything that's bitter is healthy, and this one is very bitter. And in Scandinavia they make something like sour candies out of that. You can maybe boil it with some sugar, and then you have something sweet bitter. But you can eat it like that. But you have to be careful with this plant, that you choose the right one, because there are very poisonous plants that can look a little bit similar. But this one I know for a long time. It also grows in Germany. Actually, this one is not bitter at all. It tastes like salad. A little bit stranger tastes, a little bit more intensive, but it's like salad. And very tender. You can eat it like salad. It's really tender and very good for your stomach. So this one is called Mädesüß. Out of this one, I told you it tastes like almond. You can make a dessert if you boil this in milk, for example. And then we have here a thistle. That one here. And you also can eat the young leaves. So this is now the best time for the wild edible plants here. And if they are still young and tender, you can eat them. When they get older, yeah, it's a thistle. They have thorns. And this one, in German it would be called like cabbage thistle, also Kohldistel, and tastes actually very good. So that taste you would think, okay, I can put that in my salad. That would be okay with some dressing, olive oil, and maybe some lemon juice or apple cider. No, not apple cider, apple vinegar. That would taste good. With the Waldengelwurz, the plant I had before, it tastes really medical, like medicine. So, and you have many other plants here that you can eat. So now is the time where you can eat a lot here out of the forest. And theoretically, I'm not doing that, but it would be possible to eat frogs, frog legs. They are also edible. So if you are in a survival situation and you find a big frog, they have a lot of meat actually. If you want to taste frog, you can go to the Asian shop, Asian supermarket. They have mostly frozen frog legs in their fridge. But here we don't eat frogs, especially not dead frogs, because they need to be protected. It's not our culture to eat them. But yeah, I'm talking about survival situation. So now I want to find the other spot, and I think I have to go that direction over here, and then we will see. There will be a big pond, but before that we have to cross a swampy area like here. Yeah, I think that's the right way. And this is like, you know, for a filmer, that's beautiful, because here you can film in 3D, for example. Look like that. What you can see here are marks from the elk. So now I will go from tree island to tree island. That's for me a tree island. In between is the swamp. Ah yes, that's right. I have to cross this little creek here and then we are there. Many mosquitoes now here. Well, not that many like in August, but a few are there. But it's good because now I have to get used to them. So in winter you have to get used to the cold, and in early summer you have to get used to the mosquitoes. Otherwise you will not have fun here in the forest. You have to live with that. If you start to overthink the mosquitoes and they start to annoy you too much, you really get crazy. You like, when does that stop? You have to deal with it. You have to live with the mosquitoes. That's also a part here of the wilderness. Okay. Now I need your attention, my dear viewers, because now we are there and you have to see this. Look at the plants here on the right and on the left side of this little creek. Look at the yellow flowers there, the tree, the moss, the fallen tree over there with the roots. And now we go this direction and you cannot see it, but in a minute you will, in a few seconds. Look at that. This is a very special place, really special, because this is one of the biggest ponds I've found here, or it is the biggest, surrounded by trees. So if you believe in fairies and fairies and all the other fairy tale creatures that live in the forest, I would say they live here. Okay, yes, you can hear the road a little bit. That has a downside but also a positive side, because if that place would be too far inside of the forest, it would be very hard to get there. So this place here is reachable. I can go there from time to time. And when there is no car, I'm here. And it's very, very special. Here, for example, you could meditate and get really in touch with nature. So I have normally my spot over there. There is also a tree island, and there will set up my little camp. Well, actually, I'm sitting down on the floor. I put out my cooker and I will make some tea. And then I start to relax a little bit, to listen. Because the thing is, if you hike around in the forest, if you do it slowly without the camera, without talking, you can get very deep into nature. But the way I behave, maybe I disturb some animals and birds. But if I will sit down there and will be quiet for a while, it's possible that the animals get closer and closer. No problem. If you really blend into nature, it could happen that there is a moose walking really close to you and so on. The animals, if they sense that there is no threat, you're also part of nature, then things can happen. Yeah, you can see that's the perfect spot. I was here in winter time. There's some firewood left. And please have a look here. Also moose tracks. Okay, today I didn't bring my tripod. I'm really minimalistic here, and my rubber boots are very dirty. I will get barefoot. The ground feels not cold, I would say, yeah, refreshing. And this is really, yeah, like a little island here. The ground is more or less dry. And I can be here. Would be big enough to set up camp, to sleep here for a night with your mattress and your sleeping bag. So I only have my small backpack with me. Inside of the backpack I have here my bread and a cucumber. I have got a cup, and I have got an alcohol stove, red pepper, rain poncho in case it starts raining, and that's all I need. When we have temperatures like that, you just need a little bit of food. You don't need warm food or something. I would not even need tea now, but yes, that's part of my hobby, you know. I like to be outdoors, and now to cook a tea or to boil some water for the tea is, yeah, makes me a little bit more like I feel home here. You know, I can cook something here. So I have this set. This is from Pathfinder, Dave Canterbury, and here I have everything what I need. But a pad would be good to sit on, because if I sit here with my trousers on the ground, it will get wet. Let's see if I can sit on my rubber boots, or I can use my poncho. I will use my poncho. Yeah, what I really miss as a filmer here now would be a remote control, so I can turn on and switch off the camera, because now I have to go to the camera if I want to go on or if I want to stop it. But I will get you now a little bit closer. I could not find any stinging nettle over here because maybe the ground is too wet. So I have my spruce needle tea as usual, and also I have here some strawberry leaves and some, I think it's a raspberry, some raspberry leaves. I will put them into the tea, and then I have a herbal tea. Look how nature quickly recognizes my delicious red pepper. This little snail already is on my red pepper. Okay, that's my cooker. I have to prepare it. So basically you have this over here. Then you have your little stove. I will put some alcohol here inside. Then I will burn it here. And then I have my pot. Put it on top. Here's the lid. And ready to go. And the good thing is, with this complete set here, you have everything together in that bag. Here on the side I have my tiny bottles with the fuel. Put it here inside. Maybe a little bit more. I always have to be careful. If there's a drop of this alcohol on my finger and I will touch my food with it, it will taste so bitter you cannot eat it anymore. Because it's processed alcohol, so that you cannot drink it. It's only for burning purposes, or maybe you can clean windows with it and so on. Okay, then I have my matches. And that's it. A very easy way, very lightweight. Some water, that's the bottle. Everything is made out of metal. I try to avoid aluminium. Now I'm very hungry, and food tastes the best out here in the forest. Even if it's very simple food, it tastes delicious here outside. The good thing with this pot here are these holes in the lid, so I can those holes, they will hold back the herbs, so I just can use it as a sieve. Now let's try the tea. On your health, my dear viewers. Still very hot, and yeah, as always, the taste from the spruce needles here. This is the taste of the forest for me. Too hot for the temperatures, but if that tea cools down, it's really refreshing because of the sourness, and it's a very good tea. If you have not tried it, try it. It's very good. But you have to be careful. There's one needle tree, especially in Germany, maybe in Great Britain for sure too. It's called Eibe. Never use Eibe because this is very poisonous. Now I'm ready with my tea, and I will put everything in this tiny one-strap backpack here. Very practical, very handy. Was a good investment. Close it here and ready to go. My dear viewers, now I hike back and I say thank you for watching. I wish you all the very best. See you soon in another video. Take care, stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.